Welcome to the Crypto Factor Live, this week's live stream. Welcome back. My name is Paul. If it's your first time here, this channel is all about cryptopreneurship. It's for the cryptopreneur. We do short videos, we do interviews, we do live streams just like this one. So if it's your first time here and you like that sort of stuff, please go ahead, subscribe down below and hit that bell notification button because it's cool, man. You're supposed to do that. Anyway, this week we're going to have a live AMA. We're going to be jumping straight into it, answering your questions from the chat box, from the chat. So any questions you have, go ahead and ask them because this is going to be interactive. It's going to be engaging. We're going to talk. We're going to analyze. We're going to theorize. We're going to have lots of fun. And I'll be answering your questions. Before I begin, quick update. As far as my cancer fighting is going, I have been taking my chemo. For those of you who don't know, I've rebounded. I'm in non-Hodgkin's lymphoma again, yada, yada, yada. You do. Gotta do chemo, gotta be careful, And anyway, I'm now on Imbruvica, which is pretty cool. It's 4 pills a day. Each pill is $487. So even with insurance, that's a shitload, and this is why people die of this shit, man. But this is really working out. I've been taking it for about a week, and already the lymphoma from my eyes have decreased, and it's vanished from my cheek, and that leads me to believe that it's also gone down in other parts of my body, but we'll see with a CT scan next month. We'll see what's going on, taking some shots, it's all good. Fighting this with everything I have, meaning the pills, meaning good nutrition, meaning exercise and positive mental attitude, and above all else, God. So that's what we're doing right now. Anyway, tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're drinking. I'm not going to ask you what you're eating today unless you want to tell me what you're eating. I am drinking pure water because I have to drink at least 4 liters of this shit, if not 5. Not that it's bad. And also sparkling water to help boredom and maybe match my shirt. Anyways, how are you? Hope you're all good. Go ahead, ask your questions in the live chat because I will be answering your questions today. That's what we're gonna be talking about. We're currently seeing the markets. We'll be talking about that as well. I made a bet on Bitcoin. I made it public with somebody in my subscribers in my comment section. I think it's a subscriber, might not be, but anyway, there was a bet. He kept on telling me that Bitcoin's going to see 20K, we're going to drop down to 20K. I believe that the bottom is 30K. And I firmly believe this so much, I made a bet with him for a dinner. In other words, we'll send each other money to have a dinner. But I've made a bet with him the dinner that we're going to see $50,000 in Bitcoin before we see $20,000. Okay? Based on my analysis, you can watch my videos why. My last week's live stream, maybe the week before that, I can't remember. But in general, I think we're going to see 50K before we see 20K. I think 30K is the bottom. If we do break 30K, I don't see it going. Maybe it'll go to the 25, 24-ish, 27K range, but I don't think so. I think this is the bottom. I've been calling 30K the bottom ever since we dropped from 40K. So let's see how that goes. For those of you saying that we went below it, no, we did not. We never closed before 30K Bitcoin. We dipped under it, but there was no daily close. And that's a huge problem or mistake people make with technical analysis. You gotta at least close on the daily for it to be considered a close. Okay, it's very important, so keep that in mind. And currently, right now, let's look at the charts real quick, man. Let me just screen share here. Let's go over here. Let's go to BTC. If any porn pops up, well, I'm home. You know, gotta do my thing. Let's have a look here on Coinbase, what's going on. I use Coinbase. I just like it. I'm just used to it. Just for checking price. If I'm trading, I use something else. So as you can see, we dipped below 30K right here, 28,800-ish, but we did not close. We went straight up and closed above 30K. So we did not drop, we did not close below 30K. We are seeing very strong support. Now, if we retest 30K, if this goes back down, then yes, unfortunately, that support line is getting weaker and weaker, and it might not be able to hold. Let's be honest. But I still think at 27K, 26K, around that level, I don't think we're going to see 20K. I'm very confident I'm going to win this bet. I'm going to video everything I'm eating and everything I ordered with his money that he sent me. His name is Yahoo. He's in my comment section. You'll probably be able to see the bet. But I'm going to video document everything and put it up on the YouTube channel for you guys to see and celebrate with me. So anyway, so as we can see, we're still under these EMAs. Let's see if we can break these EMAs and start going up. If we can break 40K, 40-something K, I still believe we're going to go all the way up to 48 to 50K, where we'll have a little bit more resistance before we keep on going up, because there's not much resistance above this. So let's see if some short sellers get liquidated and see what happens with that. All right, let's jump straight into the questions. Now, for you people that are saying, hi, Paul, how you doing? I support you. No, I love you. No, I love you. No, I thank you. But I'm not going to be answering every single comment because it gets crazy. I'll be answering some of them, obviously, but I'll be mostly answering questions about crypto or some comments maybe. But thank you all for your support, and thanks to everybody that's on this journey with me. We are in this crypto journey together. No matter what the odds are, we are in this journey together. Whether it's being bankrupt, whether it's hot weather, whether it's fighting cancer, we're here together. We will make it together, and we're here to succeed together, right? So let's see what's going on in the chat. Escanor says, hello, Paul. Awesome. Hello, my man. Most importantly, how are you feeling? I just said RTT 646. I am feeling great. I do get a bit winded. I do feel a bit tired. That's mostly in the beginning, but I feel good. Much better than the chemotherapy shit I used to do and that bone marrow transplant that I used to do. These pills are a lot better. Plus, I can self-administer these at home, so I win time, no hospital, which is great. I'm very confident everything's going to go very well. Yvonne says, Sup, okay, repeat all questions before answering it, so the rest of us... That's a very good point, Evan. I'll try and do that. I thought the chat was on screen. I forgot I took it off screen. Because on my other channel, I used to show the chat on the screen. But on this one, I don't, so... Okay, I'll repeat the whole question or the important part of it. And I'll try and avoid repeating questions unless it's further into the stream where it justifies answering in a summary sort of way. Wow, meds, blessings and hugs to you. Yeah, these meds are crazy good, man. If you do the math, $487 for each pill, 4 a day, for the next 6 months. That's like a shitload of Bitcoin. I'm not paying for it, by the way, just so you know. All right, water, ice, coffee, chicken, rice, antidepressants. Yeah. And what are you taking, man? What are you taking next? What are you taking antidepressants, man? Are you taking, what was it? Xanax? I used to take Xanax back in the day. I used to suffer from that shit. Markets are so confusing right now. It's a no trade zone. Right now, the markets is a no trade zone. We're waiting to either break resistance or break support, close below, confirm it so we can take a normal trade. Now, you can trade now in this zone, but it's more riskier and it's more to do with your rest of your analysis rather than now analysis, if you will, current analysis. Shelby Eon asks, do you think Bitcoin is going to dip again like it did a couple of days ago? It might, but I do believe that Bitcoin at 30K is the bottom. Now, we might see a dip below that, but I think 30K is the bottom. I am so confident I actually made a bet for that. And I didn't sell Bitcoin. Bullish out of the gate, one of Texas' finest. My sister's in Texas, by the way. Says, bacon and egg taggarts from Texas and 100 million Shiba token. SafeMoon Army number 7 says SafeMoon Army is back. Man, you're everywhere. The truth is, you're no one. But I respect you, even though I don't like SafeMoon. I really don't like SafeMoon. I think it's a complete shitcoin. I don't like the tokenomics. I don't like the black hat marketing. But I respect you for taking the shit from me constantly in the comment sections and in live streams and still being here. I like that. I think it's good. I think you're also very smart because you listen to me. All right. BTT, I think is okay. So let me try and find this again. I just lost the question. Sorry about that. Give me a second. Mix-up AJA says, BTT, any, and hot. I have some free BTT from back in the day. I think it's complete crap for the reason is it's old school, doesn't do anything. We don't care about BitTorrent anymore. It's past history. Could you make money on it? Sure, but there's other projects that with a lot more fundamentals, a lot more tokenomics, and a lot more potential for you to be wasting your time on BTT. That's just my own opinion. Not financial advice, but I do not like BTT. Do you think ADA will dip to 90 cents? Quite possibly if Bitcoin goes down again. But I think ADA is still going to be one of the best performing cryptocurrencies of 2021. So keep that in mind. I've been saying that since the start of this year, and I'm going to continue to be saying that right now. I'm not like these other YouTubers where they change their mind constantly. I change my mind when the technicals change or the fundamentals change. Nothing of that has changed so far for ADA other than we're currently in a bear trend, not bear market, bear trend, and that's why it's dipping, but it's still a very, very good play. Escanor says, please see highest gainers on coin cap. Escanor, you can do that on yourself, dude. It's just a Google, man. I don't want to waste people's stream just by searching things we can search off. With all due respect, man, I'm not going to do that. Texas happened, left a like. Everybody, the first thing you should do is leave a like. Leave a like. Please like this video and support this video. I would really appreciate it. Then thank you, Texas. Happened. Mixup says, all my money is in Ethereum. I believe in it. I think Ethereum is going to do very, very well in this bull cycle. If the bull cycle continues, Ethereum is going to rock, man. I have a lot of money in Ethereum myself. Bitcoin, Ethereum being my biggest plays, but I have other plays, of course. But Bitcoin and Ethereum are my biggest plays. And also my long-term holds. I always hold Ethereum and Bitcoin, no matter what. Evan Julian says, please give shout out to SafeMoon Army 7 Paul. He's about to go broke. You know, fun fact, I went to Money Morons, which is a title of a YouTube live stream that a couple of YouTubers do. I can't remember their names right now. I actually respect one of them because we had a talk, we had a little go back and forth together. But I actually sent them $50 super chat. 50 euro super chat and said, here you go, buy some real crypto since you're going to be broke soon. They didn't want to make it, they didn't want to comment on it, but I thought that was hilarious. I amuse myself sometimes. It is what it is. Farhan Khan, off topic. What do you do to stay fit and healthy? I like to know you're involved in many projects and stuff. Do you get, okay, do you get enough time for yourself? Okay. So I used to, pre-cancer and pre-first time I had cancer, do a lot of exercise. And I took it up again a couple of times after I got cancer, but let me explain. Back in the day, I used to kickbox, go to the gym, and used to walk 2 or 3 hours a day. Other than swimming and doing all kind of stuff on the side, but those were just hobbies. Now, I just walk as much as I can, which isn't much. It's about 20, 25 minutes twice a day right now, to be honest. And I'm going to try and do some weights, which I have in my home office, again, for some exercise. And that's just because I don't have the energy. But also I have to keep my heart not pumping too fast because these pills I'm taking, they make it go faster. That's why I'm running out of breath all the time. So That's what I'm doing now. But before I used to bodybuild, I used to work out, I used to do kickboxing, I used to do boxing, I used to be very, very active in general. And fishing, I love fishing. Generally, you want to have three hobbies, right? Three hobbies. One or two hobbies for your head. It could be reading or meditation, doesn't really matter. A hobby to relax you. Actually, for your head, it could also be playing chess. I used to play chess. A hobby to relax you. It could be strolling. It could be fishing. It could be something like that. I like to fish. And then you need a hobby for your body. That could be basketball, tennis, whatever. I used to kickbox, and I used to bodybuild. So if you have one or two hobbies on three of those three sections, you'll be fine throughout your life. That is the trick. As long as your hobby is not drinking beer, going out with your friends, doing some stupid shit, and damaging yourself, those hobbies should set you apart and set you up for success in general in your life, if that makes sense. And if you want more advice like that, you should check out my other channel. It's on my homepage at the bottom, but here, let me help you out. It's Paul Democracy. This is my name, by the way. You can always Google me and see what I'm all about. A lot of people are like, oh, you don't know anything. You don't know. You're broke. Oh, you live in the ghetto. Somebody actually told me I live in the slums. I actually live in one of the most expensive areas in Greece, next to the beach, prime property area. I'm not showing off because my dad actually did that for us. So, but people talk shit. But you can Google me, see what I'm all about, see if I'm somebody you want to follow. But I also have a YouTube channel talking about success, entrepreneurship, sales, and marketing, which is that channel. So you can check that out. I recently made my course, which was a paid course, available for free. As soon as I got cancer, I knew I had cancer, I made it available for free, so you might want to check that out too. And I actually recorded that while I was fighting cancer, so keep that in mind. All right, let's see where I was. I've lost the, where I was, man. Give me a second here. 25 viewers and only 12 of us have liked. Yep, only 21 likes out of 32 now, man. Do you think ADA is going to dip to $1? I already answered that. Hit the like button. Yes, please do. ADA, $50 at the end of the year. I think no. I think ADA will go $4 to $7 by the end of the year. $10 at the peak of the bull market, if we continue up there. Very short-lived. $10, okay? And that's where I'm selling, just so you know, like under $10. Coin market cap won't allow you to go much higher than that unless trillions come into the market, which they can, but I already did the math for it to go to $10. I don't think it's going to go to $50. Gina Ray, Gina Ray says, Coinbase couldn't verify me and never responded. I went to Webull. Yeah, okay. Well, no, Cardano. Okay. Try coinmetro.com. It's in the links down below. It's also on the cryptofactor.net, which is the website of this channel. If you don't see it listed there, be patient. But I can't say anything else because I'm not allowed to. Okay. Also check out our XCM there as well, our own token, which we're staking, which is now available for staking. Escanor says ICP is going up, so is Fourth and Cello. What are Cello and Fourth? Fourth, well, Cello is a mobile money payment system, which apparently is doing well and has a lot of partnerships. I'm actually might wait for a dip on that one. Fourth is a token distributed by Ampleforth, which is basically a token that, how can I explain the token? It's a DeFi token that's pegged to the dollar, but what it does is if it goes up higher than the dollar, you get more Ampleforths. If it goes below, you get less. So essentially, it balances out. It's kind of weird. It's been a while since I explained it, so excuse my thought pattern. But when you do technical analysis on Ampleforth, you don't look at price, you look at market cap. It's a pretty good concept. Fourth is a token that was airdropped to everybody that held Ampleforth, myself included. I don't know why it's going up though. I know Cello's going up. And also Quantum, because it also got listed on Coinbase recently, but I don't know much else. But again, they have a lot of partnerships. Igor says, what up, Paul? How are you feeling today? I'm feeling good, my man. Thank you for being a member. I really, really appreciate you. SafeMoon Army is asking, can SafeMoon become the #1 cryptocurrency? No, it cannot, because tokenomics are complete shit. And it just can't. There's no use case. There's no purpose for it. A use case, building my own wallet exchange is not a use case or purpose. You could do that without the token. It has no purpose. It serves nothing at all. Now, I'm not saying the CEO can't fake it till he makes it or is doing something and it's a way for, to invest in him. But you're pretty much, it's a leap of faith, okay? Just to let you know. I'm not saying anything about the CEO, but SafeMoon is complete crap in my opinion. Texas happened. If you look at the videos I have uploaded in a live war zone, get out of here, man. That's crazy. That's insane. Much respect to you. Iraq? Where? I'm not sure where you are, but dude, much respect. But as long as you're not defending your colleagues or soldiers, and you're like, yeah, man, well, Bitcoin's going up, YOLO, XRP army, motherfucker. You says, sir, Dogecoin pump tomorrow. We don't know if it will pump tomorrow or not, and anybody that says they know is a complete liar or a relative or descendant of Nostradamus. BL, do you know the UK crypto is closed? I'm not sure if you mean Binance being closed in the UK. This is a rumor. The price does not reflect it, telling me that it's probably a bunch of horseshit or a non-event, but I'm not sure. Wifey down 13,000% up according to CoinCap. If you're talking about coin market cap, sometimes they're doing crap and wifey down. Yeah, wifey down means you are betting that wifey will go down. It's sort of a leveraged token. That said, CoinCap or CoinMarketCap may not be the best place to look at these things. Maybe you want to look at CoinGecko. It's got less problems and less mistakes. Escanor says, why are these strange coins pumping? I don't know, man. They always pump. Paul, I have fought cancer 3 times in my life. I will tell you what worked for me. I have chemo, I have radiation twice, and what worked for me was smoking weed and making sure 5,000. I understand, man. I'm not allowed to take any vitamins extra with this stuff. This is Imbrovica, and I don't really smoke weed, man, but I understand why that would work. I beat it once already. This is the second time, man. But I'm not. I wanted to. Dude, I take multivitamins, vitamin D, and everything. The doctor's like, hey, man, these pills, you gotta cut that shit because they're kind of weird. So I cut that shit. So anything I get is from food. But I try to eat very healthy and I try to exercise as much as I can. Aquifer Water Technical Services says, please your take on SafeMoon and Shiba Inu. Yeah, they're both complete crap. Shiba Inu might get a community behind it. Well, so does SafeMoon, but I don't. Your time is better spent getting into other projects for the simple reason, if not because price might go down. It's okay to take a gamble. You can gamble on these coins. You can make money on these coins. But keeping your focus and attention to those means you're not researching real DeFi, real cryptocurrencies, and basically you're sabotaging yourself and your education in the long term. So it keeps you focused in the wrong part of crypto instead of keeping you focused and learning and growing where you're supposed to grow and learn in cryptocurrency, if that makes sense. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out thecryptofactor.net, you can see a lot of links. It's in the description down below. There's a lot of links where you can, I affiliate links that I use. You can sign up and get some free shit, and you can also check out certain products and books that I have, which are pretty cool. Just shilling myself there, man. I very rarely do it, but you know, it is what it is. Should I buy YFDI now? I don't know. I don't see the charts. I'm not going to look at the charts on that. That's not a project that I look into. Therefore, I don't know much about it. Therefore, I can't comment on that question because I'll just pretend I'm a smart ass. And if I did, I would be copying some other influencers or other experts that talk about shit like that. But it's not my own opinion. And I don't like talking about opinions that are not my own. Haya Ali Ahmad says, Paul, I want to invest in Compound Aave and Band Protocol. Please, I want your advice. Yes, I think those are good projects to invest into. Right now, I would be investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if we continue the bullish trend, then I would diversify into those cryptocurrencies. Reason being that if Bitcoin goes up, everything will go up right now. If Bitcoin sneezes and goes down, everything will dump more. So you can still get involved in crypto and be involved in crypto by holding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum for another reason, by the way, I can explain later on. And if the market goes up, you're still involved, and then you can diversify into other coins with those profits. If it goes down, you'll lose less, but have those long-term hold positions if you can't sell. Does that make sense? Ethereum, because we're going Ethereum 2.0, we might be able to decouple from Bitcoin at some point. First mover advantage in DeFi and so on. Bitcoin is first mover advantage in general. So those two coins for me are the top coins. Texas happened. Yeah, I had those $2,000 pills. They completely drained me. I used to have my own business and lots of, yep. Lots of money, and now I have less than 10K cured. Yeah, it happens, man. When I got my cancer the first time, I was on chemotherapy and bone marrow transplant after that because these pills never came to Greece back then. They just weren't available. And I remember losing a lot of money from my work. I was very, very, very successful, both in a success point of view and in financial point of view. But cancer back then, I said it then, and I'll reaffirm it now. I said back then, if I survive and I make it, cancer may have been the best thing that ever happened to me because it did give me a purpose in that aspect. Of course, it did a lot of damage as well. But it gave me a purpose and a new perspective to life. I just wish I knew a couple of things right before I did that bone marrow transplant, but that's a different story. But right now, I'm on these pills. I'll be fine for the next 6 months. So I don't need to do chemo, at least not on its own. I'm not sure if it might be complementary, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll do okay. I'm not paying for them, by the way. They're completely free. Proper nutrition and complete. Proper nutrition and complete. Yeah, I haven't cut out my carbs completely. I've lowered them considerably. I have stopped sugar unless it's by accident. Google user says, "What's up? What's up, Google user? What's up? Awesome." Escanor says Bitcoin news from New York and Texas will have a positive effect. It depends what news you're referring to. There's news coming out of those places all the time. Can you be more specific and I can answer your question? You're very welcome. SafeMoon Army number 7. Google, I can only invest $200 a month. In your opinion, how should I spread it? 50-50 between Ethereum and Bitcoin. And as soon as we confirm we're in the bull market, then you can get into other tokens. I do have multiple videos out there talking about other tokens you can get into and why. For those of you that said, oh, it can't go up that much, Bitcoin can only triple, Ethereum can only go 5 times. Yeah, but it gives them exposure and a way to diversify those profits into other cryptocurrencies. Plus, if he can only invest $200 a month, means $200 a month is a lot for him. So it makes sense. I just wanted to make that clear for everybody before I said, you don't know what you're talking about. Buy SafeMoon or XRP instead. Shibu, woohoo. Anyway. Sir, please tell future of Kusama. Ayush, welcome to the channel. I'm not a fortune teller. But Kusama should do very good as well as Polkadot project once Polkadot starts going up, which it should, as soon as the altcoin market starts going up again, if that makes sense. What will happen to Ethereum after Ethereum 2.0? It will get more and more scarce because a little bit of Ethereum will start getting burnt every time you make an Ethereum transaction, which means there'll be less Ethereum available, meaning deflationary like Bitcoin, but in a different way. And you could also, it will also help the fees. There'll be much less and a couple of other upgrades. Igor, my thoughts on Cartesi. It's a good project. I think it's going to do very well, but I would be waiting for the altcoins to start outperforming Bitcoin in the top 10 before I look at other projects right now. That's just my own opinion. Stephen S., I love your videos. I love them too, man. Texas happened. You should look into Moonstarter. I don't like the name of it. I hate names like Moonstarter, SafeMoon, stuff like that. Makes me think it's a shitcoin. If you tripled your income in 3 days, or your profits in 3 days, it also tells me it's acting like a FOMO cryptocurrency. I can't talk much about, well, let's do it right now. Let me have a look at it real quick. Give me a second. What was it called? Moonfucker? No. Moonstarter. Give me a second. Starter. Ideal platform. Let's have a look. Okay, wait a minute, because I may have misspoke. All right, first decentralized multi-chain IDO. On what project? Launch your project, whatever, in blockchain. Okay. All right, I'm not going to say anything bad about it because it's not one of those tokens. Well, let me see the token matrix. Roadmap, seed sell, private sell. Okay. If this is legit, it actually looks like a good project. Is that Kanye West? No. It's interesting. What's this built on? All right, so I spoke a little fast. Is it its own blockchain? All right, so I misspoke. I have to look more into it. I thought it was one of those SafeMoon 1 billion coin, 1 quadrillion, Moridian, Figurillion coins or some shit like that. So I don't want to comment too much about it. I don't know enough about it, man. I'm sorry. But they should have chose another name. I mean, they need some branding experts with research in crypto before they do something. But we'll see. We'll see. Stephen S. says, what do you think of Harmony Coin? I think it's a good concept. It should do well once altcoins start doing good. Not something I'm into. It was something that I got in and out of, though. Is Dogecoin gonna be friends? Where was this? I just lost the chat. Is the Dogecoin gonna be friends with your Shiba Inu logo? I don't have a Shiba Inu logo. What makes you think I have a Shiba Inu logo? If you're talking about my I don't have a Shiba Inu logo, man. Bell. Texas having to predict that Bitcoin is going to start a new 10-year cycle and go way down below 20K, maybe even 15K over the next year. I hope not, but it might do. Again, look, Texas happened. When you say stuff like this, I don't appreciate it. I would like to stop you right here. When you say, Paul, I guarantee if you keep following the doctor's advice, you will just keep on getting cancer and all that stuff, please stop. You don't know that. You don't know what everyone's like. You don't know what the doctors are like, and that's not what I believe. And just doing that just to scare people when they're fighting cancer is bullshit, man. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. Now, I know you're doing it out of a goodness, trying to help and everything, but stop. That's not the way to go. I already told you I beat it once. There's plenty of reasons why you can get cancer. To put you things in perspective, my mother also died from cancer quite recently. My sister died of cancer, and my grandmother died of cancer. All right. So my sister didn't have enough time to get treatment. Neither did my grandmother. So let's not talk about that, man. Please stop talking about medical advice if you're not a doctor or, stuff like that. I just don't like that. Escanor says, I bought my first crypto just 20 days ago, feeling like I'm late, however, following crypto for months. You would believe you are late, but you're not. Most people buy at the peak. And even if this is the peak, which I don't think it is, it's just you'll be early for the next cycle, if that makes sense, as long as you buy solid projects, especially Ethereum and Bitcoin. But I don't think this is the peak, man. Just don't sell, don't panic sell, if that makes sense. But all these old players that talk about they got in early and they made a lot of money, most of them are full of shit. And a lot of them, they bought, but they did not make enough profits. They lost, 90% of people in crypto have lost money. And the reason is they never sell the peak, they always hold on till the very end. Now, if that happens, and then they get out, they give up. Now, if you got in the peak, which I don't think you did, just give it some time, follow this channel, follow other channels, and as long as the fundamentals are there, you shouldn't have a problem. Manos Curti says, learn how to trade and you would not care which direction the price goes. Very true, but 98% of traders lose money and they cannot predict the direction, and they lose their money. That said, if you want to learn how to trade, it takes 2-3 years typically to learn technical analysis and fundamental analysis, and that's even just getting started. That might seem like a long time. It's not. To become a doctor or a lawyer, it takes a lot longer, like 6 to 8 years, and you can make more money trading, granted, but you need to really learn. Until then, investing is the way to go for most people. Because even if you lose, you've learned how to invest. You're training your mind how to invest, how to research, and so on. And, there's a lot of other benefits to it. Texas, if you tell me the pills are killing me one more time, I will ban you from my channel, and I appreciate you. Stop. These pills, first of all, they got rid of my visible lymphoma on my cheek, 2.6 centimeters and 1.4 centimeters. They also took it out of my eyes. Now I'm getting frustrated. Don't give fucking cancer advice if you're not a medical doctor. And for you to judge doctors and not even have, I don't know what you finished, is right beyond, it's over your head, man. All right? Stop giving this bullshit. Steve Jobs, a billionaire, tried to do it without meds, without doctors, and he had the best professional advice available to him, and he died of cancer. Right? Don't inflict your fucking beliefs on me. Do you understand? These pills will do great for me. They are doing great for me, and I advise you to stop giving advice you don't know shit about. Are we clear? Thank you. Umar Kowar says, please tell me about SOL, Solana. Solana is a great coin you can get into. If you've noticed, I do have videos on Solana. You should research them. I don't want to spend too much time on this. But in general, it's looking to be very powerful, very, very solid project. It's its own blockchain, but provides layer 2 solutions for projects. And it looks to not be affected so much like other coins in the bear. I got a bit sidetracked, man. I got really pissed off at that last message, man. And do forgive me. Give me 2 seconds to get my thoughts here. How can you fucking tell somebody that has cancer, that's on these medical meds, which you, by the way, the only reason you couldn't fucking take them is because you couldn't afford them, and tell him that they're killing him? How can that person, whether right or wrong, keep a positive mental attitude And you're trying to cause him fucking fear of taking meds? Are you fucking insane? Is that smart? Are you just because a theory you have with no proof and no backing and no degrees, you theorize, you're telling somebody the meds that he's taking is killing him? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? How dare you? That's fucking stupid. Let's say I believed you and I cut these pills and die and you were wrong. Let's say I keep taking these pills, but because of what you said, I'm emotional about it, so obviously it's getting to me. I start thinking about what you said. And everything is in the head, everything is mental, and you're fucking me right now. Who the fuck do you think you are, man? Really? Don't give medical advice when you're not qualified. Just because you couldn't fucking afford them a few years ago, you literally said that they drained you out of your money, you couldn't continue taking them, and now you're telling me that I can't take them just because I'm taking them? Fuck you, man. And by the way, I forgive you. We can continue this live stream now, right? I'm just telling you, man, be very careful about giving advice like that to people when you're not qualified to give. Because even if you were right, if my mental, because I'm not going to listen to you anyway, I'm going to continue taking these meds. But even if you're right, the meds won't work as good if I'm in this state like you caused me right now. So be smart about that shit. All right. And doctors don't make any money curing you only by, well, see, here's the difference between me and you. Other than me being a very spiritual person, me studying, I also like studying medical and biology. So I know a few things about med, which you don't know. So that is just complete horseshit. So you're getting more and more. If I scroll down, you better fucking delete those comments. If I scroll down and see another comment about something like this, I will literally shadow ban you from my channel, man. Already answered though. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Very emotional. I'm fighting cancer, and that really didn't help me right there. Sub skills. I've currently invested in BTC, Ethereum, Matic, ADA, Solana, and Polkadot. Do you think it's a good mix of this portfolio? Yes, I do. I think that is a great portfolio for the mid to long term, while taking profits over the next few months, putting them into Ethereum and into Bitcoin. You could add a link if you want, but in general, that's a very solid portfolio. Escornar asks, XRP portfolio, will XRP explode if they won? Yes, but you have to keep in perspective that if they win the lawsuit, XRP won't explode 1,000, 2,000, 5,000% in a day. You will have time to buy. So if other coins are outperforming XRP, even if XRP goes up 50%, 100% on that day, you can still buy XRP with profits from other coins. So it makes sense getting into other projects that are outperforming XRP and getting into XRP once there's rumor of, or they do win, or they settle with a lawsuit and so on. Does that make sense? Right? Just a little bit of advice there. Sub skills, are you going to be betting on the euros with BTC? Not sure what that question means. Could Ethereum hit $10,000 ever if you look at its working mechanism? $10,000? Yes, it can. I believe it's going to hit $10,000 by the end of this bull cycle if we continue into a bull cycle. As a matter of fact, that's my target. I stated it in the beginning of the year, and I'm sticking to it as well. Did I buy Bitcoin when it went below 30K? No, I bought it at 31K actually when it went down there. I did not buy it below it because I put everything into it. But I might get more into it. You finally changed your shirt. Dude, I have so many shirts like this, dude. Come on. I literally bought, you're not going to believe me, man. Wait. man, I got them. So look. This is how much I love these shirts, man. Look. This one, this one, this one. And if you'll notice, it's a new one, right? It's got the ticket. These are on YouTube, but I took the tickets off. So if you notice, I've already worn the white one multiple times, but this is the new one, right? Don't make me go inside and get it. But the same thing goes for some of these ones, right? And I've ordered more. I love these shirts. Give me a second. And the reason I love them so much is because you don't have to iron them, and they're very cool, and it's very hot in Greece. All right, other than buying higher at a price of resistance, when else is a good time to buy a higher price? Excellent question, Subskills. Well, I have a video, and I think it's the best thing to do is to watch that video. I give examples of buying higher. One reason is the reason I mentioned earlier on. When you have certain currencies outperforming a currency, if you put money into that currency, even at a lower price, you lose opportunity costs. There's opportunity gains and opportunity costs involved. So having other coins that outperform, even though you're buying higher later, your outperformance of these coins will justify buying this one because you've made more money here. Does that make sense? The other reason is not buying at resistance, but once you break resistance and confirm that resistance is support, that would justify buying at that level with a stop loss underneath if you're trading, or buying at that level and just a dollar cost averaging in if you are an investor. And there's other reasons to watch the video. Search my channel. If you go to my videos and you go to search higher, right? And you'll find the video. Thoughts on Ethereum next month? If we continue this bull market, because I do believe we're still in a bull market, and that it sounds crazy, right? We're in a bull market in a bearish trend. Maybe an Elliott wave towards the downside, right? But if we continue the bull market and we get back into a bullish trend, Ethereum is extremely undervalued right now, in my opinion. Subskills, are you still bullish? Yes, I am. Escanor, is 50, 20, 25, 25, 25 good method, like 50% of your portfolio should be Bitcoin? Yes, I do have videos breaking down what I do, but that's a pretty good, it's a good portfolio method. Elrond, SafeMoon Army says, Elrond eGold is my second biggest holding, will hit 4 digits. Any thoughts? Don't know about 4 digits, but it is a good, solid project in my opinion. The third leg up on this bull run used to be first, but the SafeMoon outperformed. Yeah, okay. I'm not saying you can't make money from SafeMoon. I made videos on SafeMoon why I don't like it. I've never said you can't trade it. I bought SafeMoon and made 2.5x, and I made a video and post about it, but I wouldn't stay in it, if that makes sense. I think this is, okay, this J Church is spamming is just shilling something. I don't care about it. I don't like when people chill. Are you following the Wyckoff Theory or no? Look, I look at it. I don't follow it. But if you look at it and you know Elliott wave theory, it matches up. So the pattern, I do follow it in a way, but from an Elliott wave theory point of view, and also all the technical analysis that confirms it, but not the actual pattern itself, if that makes sense. The Escanor says, I think New York mayor, yeah, they have a new mayor, it's true, supporting Bitcoin heavily, and a lot of news coming from Texas. Yes, the Texas is mining, a lot of Chinese miners or equipment is going to Texas. It's also going to Kazakhstan and Salvador and some other places. But it is going to Texas. They are building mining farms there, which is great because also making it more decentralized and more cleaner energy, which was an argument for Bitcoin for many years. But also New York seems to be taking the pro-bullish stance, which is great, and I think it's great for, yeah, it is very good news. Gordon shares, a few guys on YouTube are getting excited because you can buy stuff of food like tacos or maybe McDonald's. We'll get into it. Isn't that crazy? Well, Starbucks is already into it and some other chains as well. But you know, it's good. And if the thing is, will they start building Lightning networks so they can accept Bitcoin and so on? But yeah, I think it's anything media related. It's good news, right? That's a comment, not a question. I can afford some Kusama now at current prices. They have a strong use case in real world. Well, here's what Kusama does. Polkadot, if you want to release on Polkadot under that chain, which you do, Polkadot's a very solid blockchain, you need to pay millions of dollars. It costs a lot. But Kusama is kind of like a sister project of Polkadot where you don't need as much. So you can launch under Kusama and still be under the Polkadot umbrella and then upgrade to Polkadot later on, but still benefit from the technology, if that makes sense. So a lot of projects are getting into Polkadot, Kusama. So yeah, it's a good project. Greek Almighty, great content, keep it up. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ, thank you. Thoughts on ADA remain bullish? Yes, I remain bullish on ADA. I think it's going to be one of the best performing cryptocurrencies of 2021. I am not sidetracking from that. Subskills, how long do bear markets normally last? And just ban that Texas happened guy now. All right. Well, how long do bear markets? Typically 2 or 3 years in cryptocurrency markets. Sometimes they're shorter, like a year. We could have a shorter bear market, by the way, at any time or longer. We don't know that, but typically that's the typical time frame, if you will. Hit that like button if you just joined, by the way. Ask your questions in the chat. We are answering questions. We'll give out a few books in a bit as well. If I forget, somebody remind me to give out some books. Any idea on Matic? I am bullish on Matic. I think it's going to do very well as a layer 2, but also its own blockchain. It's holding up nicely. Let's see how it does. You bought it at 145. Not a bad price. You're probably losing some money right now, if I'm not mistaken, depending if you're talking euro or dollars, but yeah. We see sudden boom in shitcoins or projects that have no use just because of market. No, it's mostly greed and people being moron. Plus, if their shitcoins have a smaller market cap, they moon easier. You can put $1,000 and it'll go up a lot. Plus, they distribute it in a lot of addresses, so it goes up like in coin market cap. It looks like it's a lot bigger than what it is. And the price is higher, but basically as soon as somebody sells, it just drop, or somebody buys, it just go up. It's kind of weird. Sometimes you try to sell, but there's no liquidity and so on. So you shouldn't waste too much time on it. Deepesh, I enjoy your 60-second videos. Looks great. Awesome, man. I really appreciate it. William Brahonis, I am calling Bitcoin 30K to be the bottom. Now, can we dip below it again? Sure. If we don't close below it, I'm seeing 30K being the bottom. I even made a public bet about it. And I've always said 30K is the bottom, even at 40K, 45K. That said, if we do close below it, we might see a 24 to 27K Bitcoin. I don't think it's going to go lower than that. But let's see what happens. But if it breaks it again, that means it's going to be weaker support. So, yeah, we might go lower. But I think 30K is the bottom. This is me. I might be wrong, not financial advice. Texas happened is not, when he says in a war zone, I think he's talking figuratively. I just realized he's in Texas, not Iraq. I thought it was something else. Have you looked at Hether? I used to have Hether hashgraph H-bar. I knew there was a lot of news coming out and the price would go up. I sold off my H-bar for Ethereum before the leg below. I sold off a lot of my coins and actually said I'm putting them into Ethereum and Bitcoin. H-bar was one of them. I might buy it back once we have altcoins going up again. Paul, calm down, don't stress. This Texas guy will love you. Thanks, man. Amen. Thank you for all your kind words. Do you still hold Hex? Yes. Wake Dog, I still hold Hex, and I even bought some more. And are you following Pulse Chain? I'm going to have Richard Hart back on the channel to talk about Pulse Chain, and I'll probably be sacrificing the last Hex I bought for it. We'll see. I'm not even sure how that works yet, but I'm experimenting with Hex and Pulse Chain for the Crypto Factor videos. We'll see how they go. When Paul looks at the screen so hard, it means that he lost the meaning Heck was reading. I don't understand what you mean, Escanor. I meant Euros as the soccer games. Are you betting? I bet on Croatia. Every year I usually bet on outsiders. And I've won some pretty good money. I even bet Portugal when I came first, and even Greece in 2004. But this year I forgot with everything that happened. I keep on forgetting. But I think I made a bet on an online thing for Croatia, and I'm gonna go to some sort of store and see if I can bet on other teams winning the whole thing. I just keep on putting it off, keep on forgetting. But yeah, I will go and bet, and I'll let you guys know what I betted on pretty soon, some other time. Dwayne, welcome, man. Glad you can catch it too. Ingakim, I don't know what you mean. But 90% of your assets in other products, well, buy new, I don't know. I don't know what your question is. I don't mind people talking about my shirts, man. I'm gonna prove to you that I have 2 of everyone, or almost everyone, in another live stream. I'm not gonna go inside and get my dirty ones now. Thoughts? Have I ever heard about the Tari token? Yes, I have. Maybe in the future they will do well, but it was a lot of hype and not much delivery. Texas, I understand you. Texas happened. I understand you were coming from a place of love. Totally understand it, man. No problem. Let bygones be bygones. I was a bit vocal as well, but I got mad. I very rarely get mad, which is actually a lie. I get into fights all the time, but I very rarely get mad while I'm doing a video. I don't get in fights all the time. I used to, man. I'm joking. In my younger days, I was a bouncer and a bodyguard. I already gave my thoughts on XRP and Cardano. I have multiple videos about it. But yeah, I think they'll both do very well. Am I still bullish on SNX? SNX has gone down so much. I am, but only because the price dropped so much. Once there's an altcoin season, I think it'll do great though. So SNX would be something to pick up. If I'm not sure if I'm as bullish, but I am bullish. Let's see. I already gave my opinion on Shibu, and Dogecoin is a meme coin, which I like, but it's a meme coin, and you shouldn't make big bets on it. But I do hold some, and I used to trade it. I used to collect it for my dog. My Doge, you can actually. I used to have like a donations thing for my Dogecoin. Maybe I'll put it on the cryptofactor.net. But I used to have a donations tab for my puppy in Dogecoin, but then it went up, and nobody would donate anymore. Ontario, Canada is banning Binance, so we should be afraid. Keep your well, you shouldn't. Yeah, you should always keep your tokens or your cryptocurrencies in your own wallet, regardless if it's banning anything or anything anyway, or at least most of it. I keep a sizable amount on Binance, on other exchanges as well, such as KuCoin and so on. But most of them are in various wallets with various phone numbers and various emails used, so nobody can find them, so I don't get hacked. Wake Dog, about the Pulse Chain Ethereum fork coming soon. I'm getting Kevin Hart on the channel pretty soon so we can talk about it, man. So if you haven't already, subscribe down below and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss it. And hit that like button if you're watching this video and you like this stream, even though it was a very emotional one. Have I heard of Pink Panda DeFi yet? No. Any idea on price on BTC dump today? We have not dumped. We're doing well. We haven't dumped. We're at 32K with plus 5.50%, no? There was an article or news that ICP was, quote, dumping coins and manipulating market. That's the problem with all these projects. You don't know what they do and why they're doing it. Nola saying Bitcoin dump coming in soon because apparently she's a descendant of Nostradamus. Engine, what's your take this week? I'm not investing in coins like Engine this week or any other coins like that. We have to wait for an altcoin season for that. There's no reason to get in my opinion, right now. Yeah, H-bar is pretty good, Escanor. I'm not saying it's not. I'll get back into it, just not now. Where do you buy Hex? You can do it on Uniswap. You can buy Hex on Uniswap. I would say you look hard on screen when you lose what messages you're reading. Yeah, because sometimes you're reading I'm reading the messages, suddenly they just disappear and they go somewhere and I can't find it. I'm scrolling up and down and I can't remember and I'm like do I see Bitcoin going to 10,000? Not before it goes to 50,000. Anything about hot, please? I have nothing on hot right now, except that I am hot, but that's just inherited. Plus the weather. Do you do futures as well? I used to, man, but I lost so much money on leverage trading that I decided not to. I might get back into it. Here's what I made all my calls correctly, did my stop losses and everything, and then I'm Greek. I'm very emotional. So the problem is these hard wick candles in crypto where they kill your stop loss, but then keep on going up. So then I would do it without a stop loss or a very large stop loss, and I'd get wrecked. So I lost over $15,000 in that, maybe more, which right now, even at these prices, would be close to 50, 60,000 K. So I decided to stop. And that's if I didn't buy Bitcoin and it went up more. Good NFT to buy, are they worth it? Well, I recommend studying NFTs, learning about them, and learning how they work, rather than buying NFTs. And that's coming from somebody that works in higher management at mintable.app. We are actually doing something really cool pretty soon about how you can learn about crypto NFTs and so on. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but we'll talk about it soon. But you should invest in NFTs, but in the sense of learning about them. Now, I also have my own NFTs I'm selling, which you can go to So Very Crypto and Rarible, or look for MC Paul D on mintable.app, but I don't advise you to buy them, even though they might go up in price. I don't advise you to buy them. I advise you to learn how the platform works and how to use NFTs for your own benefit in the future, because NFTs are the future in a lot of aspects, and they're going to be used behind a lot of things without people knowing it's NFTs. So if you can start learning about them now, like people used to learn about crypto back in the day, you can actually get a career in NFTs or some sort of career in NFTs, if that makes sense. Will the crypto boom burst like the dot-com burst? Sure, it's already has multiple times, and it's going to happen multiple times more, each time probably going up more than the last time. What's the best investment in crypto these days? Bitcoin. You get to be part of the rise if it goes up. You lose less if it goes down, and you can always use profits from Bitcoin to buy other cryptocurrencies once there's an alt season. Is there any bottom price? If we go into a bear market for BTC and ETH, BTC maybe 80%, 70, 80% down from here, 85%. Ethereum, 85, 90%. The rest of shitcoins or other coins in general, 98, 99%. Sophia, you're in jail. So sorry to hear that. Heads up. Right now, should we buy ADA or more Doge? ADA, Doge is a meme. You can buy it if you want to do a quick flip or for fun. ADA is an investment. Do you think it is a good move that my alts I move into ETH and Bitcoin? Yes, but not now. You kind of should have done it when I told you to, like a couple of weeks ago. Especially Bitcoin, I've been telling people months ago to be careful and put more profits into Bitcoin, but that's beside the point. Not sure if you should do it now. I don't know your portfolio, don't know your losses, don't know your winnings. I really can't comment on that. Maybe you should just hold. Or if you have too much of them and you don't have any Bitcoin or Ethereum, maybe make a portion of it. I can't really give you more advice than that. I'm not going to look at Pink Panther right now, but I will soon. Please tell me when you think it's alt season. Not now. I can't tell you when it's alt season now, man. We have to kind of like be in alt season for me to realize we're in alt season. Yeah, any comments on Theta and their mainnet going live this week by Gabriel? How you doing, Gabriel, man? Happy you're here. Well, Theta is a good project. I just talk about it all the time and recommend that people get into it. Now, their mainnet's going live. This could possibly make the price go higher. If we were in a bull trend, definitely it would. Let's see what happens. Just be careful so that sell the news event, meaning it'll go up and people will sell the news and it'll go up again. I can't really know what it's going to do because we're not in that bullish trend. It depends what this trend does this week to know how it's going to perform. So it's kind of hard to evaluate exactly what happens. So is it priced in? Is it not priced in? Will it pump, then dump, then pump? Will it? We don't know. We really don't know. What's the lowest Bitcoin price I'm expecting before it pumps back up? 30K. It did not close below 30K. If it does close below 30K, we might see 24, 27K, but I'm still betting on 30K. I don't have opinion on Reef Coin. I never really started or got into it, so I can't really have opinion on it to be fair. Thoughts on sticking Ethereum and Ethereum 2.0? Well, Ethereum 2.0. If you are in Ethereum for long term or you have part of it that you don't want to touch, maybe it's a good idea to stake it. If you're trading it for mid and long term and you're not sure if you want to hold it long term, then there's no reason to stake it, right? But if you're in it if you know you're going to keep it for the next 3-4 years, or if you want a way of making sure you don't touch it, go ahead and stake it. Jeremy, thank you. I'm very, very happy you subscribed. Really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, by the way, do what Jeremy does. Be like Jeremy and subscribe down below and hit the bell notification button. Thoughts on portfolio, Ethereum, Link, ADA, VeChain, and Matic. I think it's a good portfolio. I would add Bitcoin or take profits into Bitcoin. Let's do a giveaway. Let's give away a couple of books real quick. Give me a second. Because I forgot. Well, I haven't really forgot, but let's do that. And we do that by going to YouTube. So let me show you what I'm doing here. Oh, look, Bitboy Crypto is saying most bullish Bitcoin scenario yet. Explosive. Awesome. Pig Panther. I watch Pig Panther. I like wrestling. I like Family Guy. I don't know why he's breaking her arm. Oh, epic adjustment. Yeah, sure. Let's go to videos. Let's go to live stream. No, sorry, content live. Hurry up. Okay. Last week's live stream. And let's go for pick a winner. Choose from all comments, pick a winner. Gabriel Morelli, hope you get better and make it. Thank you, really appreciate it. Reach out to me. You just won a copy of The Crypto Factor. Send me your email address so I can send it right to you. Congratulations, man. Awesome, awesome. Let's see if we have any more. Is Hex a legit project? The mechanics make it look like it could get rug pulled every time by Richard Hart. Is like yes, no, yes, no. I always said be careful with Hex because it is set up as a Ponzi scheme. That said, I don't think Richard Hart will rug pull. To be honest, I like Richard Hart, but it is set up like a Ponzi scheme. But there's no doubt that it is making profits. So I would. You need to stake, make your money, make sure you play with profits only after that, if that makes sense. That's my opinion on Hex. But yeah, I have mixed opinion on it. I made multiple Hex videos that you can look into, but I really, really dig Richard Hart. I really like him. All right, so thank you for joining another live stream. Let me just cough in your face. Thank you for joining us for another live stream. I had a lot of fun. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. And please like this video and check out my other videos on this channel. And if you're new here and if you like those, please consider subscribing. I guarantee you, I'm going to do my best to not let you down. And I hope you love it. Thank you. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.